Hi, my name is Chaeok, and today I'm gonna introduce Korean modern day food culture. And for this, I invited one of my friends from Germany.
Hi, my name is Deline. I am an exchange student from Germany, and I'm glad I'm here with Teok.
Okay, thank you for coming today, and let's move on. This is what I'm going to talk about today. First, what do Korean people actually eat? So, some traditional food and also modern day food. And after that, I'm gonna talk about how do Korean people get food, and also what else things has to do with food culture. So, what do Korean people eat? These are traditional styled Korean meal. So, have you ever tried this before?
No.
Yeah, this is common in Korean household. Like this is kind of home meal. So you can also have this kind of food in the restaurant, but it's more common to have this in house, I guess. And these are the most well-known Korean food. So have you ever tried this?
Yes, well, all of these. Bibimbap is especially is very popular in Germany.
Oh, then could you explain bibimbap?
Bibimbap is usually made out of rice. You have rice, and you put different types of vegetables on it. You can keep it with vegetables, but you can also put meat on it. And the main point of it is to mix it together and then eat it.
Oh, thank you for explanation. You're right. So that's the reason why we call it bibimbap, because bibim is a kind of noun form of mix in Korean, and bap means rice. And I think bulgogi and kimchi jjigae is also good food, but because out of time, we're gonna move on to the next slide. This is modern day food in Korea, the most popular ones. So have you ever tried this too?
Yes, samgyeopsal, because in Germany we call it Korean barbecue,
Mm-hmm.
and then we don't have samgyeopsal for that, but yeah, I've tried it actually for the first time here in Korea. It was
Yeah,
very
that's
delicious.
right. I also heard that this is not common to have pork belly, which is samgyeopsal, pork belly in other countries, and yeah, and also we can say other kind of beef and pork kalbi as Korean barbecue. And let's move on to the fried chicken. So, Dylan, what's the difference between Korean fried chicken and other countries' chicken?
When we think about fried chicken, we think about the brand Kentucky, KFC.
Yeah.
And Korean fried chicken is very different from that because I feel like Kentucky KFC's chicken is more greasy. And Korean fried chicken, you can have like various types of sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like different kind of sauce like the sweet chili, soy sauce, cheese powder. We can put everything on. And also tteokbokki is also popular food in Korea, especially girls' food, because they like spicy food, and Korean people really like spicy food. It is made with tteok, rice cake, and the spice red pepper paste, which is spicy. That's why it's red. And Jeline, the um do you know the similarities in between?
Out of these pictures,
Mm-hmm.
these are not traditional Korean foods, right? They're not real
Yeah,
Korean
you're
food.
right. Because the first two pictures are Korean Chinese food, and as I heard in China, there's no jjajangmyeon and jampong, and I think it's a kind of mixture of cultures. And also sushi is actual Japanese food. And these are also same here. Maruchan is spicy hot pot and it's actual Chinese food. And as you know, pasta is Italian food and pork cutlet. And this is Japanese food. They say tonkatsu. So, but we also have Korean style pork cutlet, a bit different, but I like tonkatsu anyway. Then, how do Korean people get food? Do you have any idea?
The first thing that comes to mind are deliveries.
Yeah, you're right, precisely. So in Korea, we have a very good delivery service because it's day and night every time, and also it doesn't take long time to get the food. So it's the most popular way, I guess. And then, due to the COVID situation, now is more people who use this service. And this is one of the most popular food delivery platform, 배달의 민족. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, Paemin, yeah.
Yeah, we say Paemin in a short form. And the right side, the picture here is the screenshot of the actual interface. So as you can see here, you can deliver different various kinds of food. And let's move on to the street food. Have you ever tried 분식?
Yes, street food. I especially see that in tourist places such as Hongdae or Myeongdong.
Yeah, and it is also common to have this on the street and also inside the market, traditional market. So the red ones are tteokbokki, the one we saw before, and these are the fried things, and this is the fish cake. And the right side is a bit like a seasonal street food, which is 붕어빵. Have you ever tried this?
No, is that also fish cake?
No, this is not a fish cake. This is fish-shaped bread bun, but inside there's a kind of red bean paste, so it's sweet, not fishy. Don't worry. And these are the pictures of Korean street food. So there are different kinds of street food. And let's move on to the restaurant. I mean, eating out. So in the past, that was the most common thing, but now because of the delivery service, some people don't want to go out to eat. But still, some people really like it because these days, people in my age, like in 20s, people are obsessed with posting Instagram. So we just call this Instagrammable. In Korean, we say Insta 감성. And I'm gonna explain this. We go to the restaurant and take a picture and post it on the Instagram. The most important thing here is to go to the place where it has a very good background for the picture and also like the aesthetic mood. So, yeah.
Have you ever tried this before, Taeyok?
I do this every day. And let's talk about milk tea. This is also common now. So we can get this through delivery service, and also we can get this in the market. And what you have to do is just to cook it, put everything and boil it or fry it, stir it. It's easy. And then what else things here? The first one is drinking culture. Can you talk about Korean drinking culture?
Yeah, so as you can see on the pictures, it is very common to eat greasy with stuff with alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And I see soju, beer, and makgeolli.
Yeah, that's the most popular Korean drink, right?
Yes, and I see this every time, every time when we go barbecuing, we call this barbecuing, that we have soju with it.
Yeah, you're right. You know the proper way. And the makgeolli, have you ever heard of it?
No, what is makgeolli?
Makgeolli is a rice wine, so a bit sweet, sour, and fizzy. And fried chicken and beer is a typical pairing, but you know, Korean chicken is good, so it's also good with beer. And then let's talk about drinking culture in terms of its manners. So, have you ever seen this kind of poster before?
Yes, this is something everyone warned me about when going out drinking.
Could you explain more?
Yeah, that you have to keep in mind some manners. For example, that you hold your glass with both hands. Also, while pouring, you pour it with both hands.
Just
But
for the elder people, right?
exactly, it depends on your age.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes social status, like to your boss or like to your teacher, professor.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also the next one is 폭탄주, which is a bombshell. So, Delin, do you know the most famous 폭탄주 in Korea?
Somek.
Yeah, you're right. Have you ever tried it?
Yes, of course.
How was it?
Very delicious because you cannot, if you mix soju and beer together, 맥주, the beer tastes softer
And sweeter.
and sweeter.
But when you drink that much, you're gonna get too tipsy. So please care about it.
I keep that in mind.
And this is sharing culture, so could you explain it?
Yes, this is something that is very common in Korea. I've never seen this before in Western cultures, for especially in Germany. But I think it is very common, for example, if you go out with your friends to sit together at a big table and order one big stew or one big plate, and everyone else has a smaller plate, and you just scoop from the big plate onto your own plate you share.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's not good for hygiene and sanitation, but we do.
Yeah, it bonds people together. I think.
Yeah, you're right, especially when you're drinking. And then I'm gonna move on to our last topic, cafe culture. In the past, it's not common to drink coffee, especially Americano or the based coffee. But now it's really common to drink right after having a meal. So you can see the people holding a coffee cup after lunch or dinner. And then, as I said before, Instagrammable is the most important thing for people in 20s and 30s and even other generations too. So it's important to go to the place aesthetic and take pictures and posting on Instagram. This is the end of our presentation. So from this video, I hope you get the idea of what Korean people actually eat and how they get food. Thank you for listening.
Thank